everybody. How y'all doing? It is your girl. It's even in knowledge, Lady Mocha, represent Mocha's Cafe de Paris, where I'm always serving you wisdom, knowledge, and spiritual awareness. Hope everybody's having a blessed and prosperous day thus far. Thought it was very imperative that I get to today's recipe right away. Talking about your boy, Michael B. Jordan. Yes, he is definitely making the headline news, especially in the black YouTube sector. And right now, a lot of brothers are very displeased with actor Michael B. Jordan. If y'all are not familiar with him, he's an actor that was on Black Panther with rest in peace Chad Bossman. Chadwick Boseman, and also another movie called Creed with Sylvester Stallone. So anyway, the brother definitely has a lot of receipts, has a lot of talent, very talented actor. And basically right now, a lot of brothers are very, very upset with Mr. Michael B. Jordan because he decided to make his relationship official with Lori Harvey. Yes. So, apparently it has been confirmed via Instagram that actor Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey are officially dating. So, you know, the BFF, Black Female Fuckery Community, is not very happy right now. And the BMF, Black Female Fuckery Sisterhood, are having a party. The black women are throwing confetti. The black women are popping some bottles. Now that Michael B. Jordan is dating a sister. So basically the brothers in the black YouTube sector are in their feelings because they feel that Mr. Jordan downgraded and lost his high value man status when he decided to date a black woman that apparently has a reputation of being an industry groupie based on the mere facts that she has dated Sean P. Diddy Combs and his son, rapper Future, Trey Songz, and various others we may not be aware of. This is not a shocker move due to the fact that her mother, Marjorie Harvey, also has a history of being with multiple men. Marjorie has been with 2 drug dealers, both that are family related, and after one of them was sentenced to prison, she leveled up and married simp guru Mr. Steve Harvey. So, when Mr. Jordan was out dating the snowflakes, biracials, other non-colored women, all the brothers in the black YouTube sector that represent the anti-BFF community was giving him all the praises and all the glory. Mr. Jordan was given the high value man trophy from the BFF brothers, basically because Mr. Jordan was not dating any sisters. He was given all the praises for dating women outside of his race. Now, what has happened is Mr. Jordan has flipped the script on the BFF brothers and hooked up with the black young woman by the name of Miss Lori Harvey. And now they're saying the sisters are putting Mr. Jordan on a pedestal because he has decided to cross over to the other side. I find it very funny that the BFF, Black Female Fuckery Committee, and the BMF, Black Male Fuckery, both have an issue with black men and black women choosing or not choosing to date within their own race. Now, the BMF sisterhood got in their feelings. They're basically getting their feelings. The sector of black women who constantly bash black men, they are quick to get in their feelings when black men date non-colored women, and black men who support the black female fuckery movement, they enjoy watching black women squeal and get upset when black men in the industry that date black women desire end up with non-colored women. So, in fact, anytime a black man dates outside of his race, these black male content creators are handing out high value man trophies, and certificates to black men that won't date black women. The reason why some black men are happy with high value men that won't date sisters is because it helps them to promote the narratives that black women aren't worth pursuing. Again, I'm not a man, so I can't speak a whole lot about black female fuckery. And the truth is, there are a lot of black women who do indulge in fuckery. Like I said, so I understand me being a black female content creators. A lot of subscribers or people are not really don't really feel the need for me to really opinionate too strongly on these type of issues. But at the end of the day, I feel like all of us can learn something from one another. There's nobody in the sector that's so knowledgeable, that's so above everybody else's knowledge to the point to where they can't learn from one another. It just amazes me how petty so many brothers and sisters in the black YouTube sector, when one of their own has started swirling, because again, it promotes the narrative that black men and black women aren't worth having a relationship or being married to. So, with this Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey thing, let's get to the steak and potatoes of the matter. First of all, it's senseless for those black men to be downgrading Michael B. Jordan because he has experimented with the snow bunnies and now he wants a summer bunny. So, what's going on in the black YouTube sector since Michael B. Jordan has basically it's been confirmed that both of them are dating, and he appears, and I just say appears, to be in a happy space. A lot of the brothers, they want to revoke his high value license from him now. Michael B. Jordan had more support when he was dating. He had more support from brothers who support the black female fuckery as long as he was not dating a black female. But now that he's crossed back over and he's dating a black female, a lot of the brothers in the BFF community have lost faith in him. They look at him they perceive him as simping now. As long as he was dating a woman outside of his race, a lot of the guys basically respecting him. They made him a high value mascot, a high value man mascot, because again, he was not partaking with any summer bunnies. He was at the time only dating the snow bunnies. And not to also mention, to play devil's advocate, a lot of the sisters was definitely dragging Michael B. Jordan through the mud when pictures of him was being was floating around social media with him being on a yacht with Becky and Karen and Susan. A lot of sisters really went in on him to the point he had to defend himself, which I feel like as a grown-ass man, he had every right to date who he wanted to date. He shouldn't have had to condone or explain himself. So he basically had to come forth because that's just how much heat black women was giving him. And he had to explain that, hey, regardless of who I date or who I deal with, I love black women. I think black women are beautiful. Think black women are attractive. So a lot of black men, especially the ones that are very handsome in the industry, the ones that are sex symbols, like actor Amari, Chadwick, Ghost, from the show Power. A lot of these successful, handsome black men who are in the industry basically had to catch a lot of heat from black women who pretty much idolized them and perceived them as sex symbols. And when these sisters find out these brothers only love cream and no coffee, sisters really start giving them a run for their money. They do it all the time with Amari, Chadwick, Especially it's worse with him because sister's even more worse with him because he's actually married to a non-colored woman. So um it's like anything else. When you become a star, a rapper, or any type of entertainer, you become a woman's fantasy. And when she finds out you're dating certain women, or you only want women outside of something that she's not, it basically makes you look at them with the side eye, and you don't find them as appealing, knowing that they desire women that are the opposite of what you are. And a lot of that is going on with these black industry men. And I think I'm gonna do content on that. I'm gonna talk about that. What a lot of these guys aren't understanding is that no matter how much they preach against black women, there are some men that do love black women. Okay? I know I'm married to one. And they won't stop dating black women. So, regardless of all the theories they preach on their platform and in their content, a man is going to choose the woman he wants at the end of the day. That's to me, honestly, that is what makes a man a high value man. Has nothing to do with the type of woman he chooses. It has everything to do with the fact that he's going to do what he wants to do. He's going to choose the woman who he feels is right for him. He's not going to allow other bitter brothers or scorned black women to dictate who he chooses to be with. That's what makes you a high value. You value your own self-worth. You're not seeking validation. You're not trying to get kudos from black men or black women. You're doing what the hell makes you happy. So I commend Michael B. Jordan on that. He's doing what makes him happy. And guess what? In order to have a successful relationship, I'm going to be honest with you. Because like I said, I've been married 22 plus years, whatever. If you're constantly trying to choose a companion based on what the world says, society says, your friends say, your family say, you would never get a companion, because somebody is going to find something wrong with the man or the woman that you choose. Somebody's going to tell you as a black woman that your black husband or your black man is not good enough for you. Okay? As a black man, somebody is going to tell you your black woman or white woman, whatever you choose, is not good enough for you. Somebody always has an opinion about who you should or should not love. So I commend really both of them for not giving a damn and doing what makes them happy, because that's darn near what you got to do. Like I said, I've almost passed up my marriage listening to outsiders, listening to people make me feel like my husband was not good enough for me. And he also experienced people telling him that, or trying to convince him that he could do better, that he could have better. And what we did was we exterminated the outsiders and did what we wanted to do, which is how our marriage has progressed. And I would really recommend to all of you black male subscribers and black female subscribers, any subscribers, I don't really care what your color is, but you do not need to let other people define what makes your man or woman worth being in a relationship. Okay? So I just thought I would get that out. Basically, like I was stating, it doesn't matter how much people like to preach on their content about, if you're a high value black man, you're not going to deal with a low level black woman or black women period in general. And you have sisters that promote that same nonsense on their platform. They make black women who choose to stay or choose to be married with black men feel as if we have low self-esteem and we're inferior. It's a lot of black women that are trying to demean other black women who are happy to be married or be in a relationship with black men. They want them to swirl, or they're trying to push them to be single and be by themselves. So let's not get it twisted. There's a lot of sisters out here who ain't rooting for other sisters to be with a black man. Okay. But what y'all not understanding, all this content y'all doing, trying to tell black men to stay away from black women, and y'all trying to tell sisters, trying to tell black women to stay away from black men. As y'all can see, people are doing what they want to do. I don't care how many subscribers you got, and so a lot of them feel like a lot of people are listening to them because they feel like they got what, maybe 1,000+ viewers that are watching their content that goes against black women, or women who are watching other black women's content that goes against black men. Y'all think because of all these numbers y'all see that everybody is listening to y'all, and the truth of the matter is everybody ain't listening, or if they are listening, they're not doing what you are stating that they should do. People are doing what the hell they want, and they're dating who they want. It don't matter how many of these brothers in the black YouTube sector tell black men, stay away from black women, stay away from these obese women, stay away from these hair hat women, stay away from these single mothers. I know plenty of dudes that are messing with all of the women that y'all are telling them to stay away from. They are messing with the plus size chicks. They are messing with the single mothers. Matter of fact, I know a lot of them who are marrying single mothers. Now, mind you, my world is small now. I don't know a lot of people like that. But they are not doing everything that y'all are preaching. They're not really listening to y'all. And there are sisters out here who are dating better males, having babies from better males that are still swirling. They date men outside of their race, regardless of how many brothers in the community are calling them bed wrenches. You know why? Because at the end of the day, people are doing what makes them happy. And I say kudos to you. If you're a black man and you're happy with your non-colored woman or your black woman, if it's making you happy, I give you props for that. For not allowing these YouTube dating coaches to influence and dictate what makes you happy. And same thing for these black women that are not caping for other black women who are saying, you don't need this world or stay away from black men. You doing what makes you happy, okay? I'm content with my black husband, and I'm not going to let no sister or any of these so-called dating YouTube experts on YouTube dictate that. Okay, so I doubt this is what a lot of people have to understand, even with all these narratives that they're preaching. I really say all that to say this. I doubt Michael B. Jordan could care less how many of these men on YouTube feel about him dating Lori. If he's happy with his groupie, then guess what? Promote all the BFF content you want. He's still going to do what he wants to do, and that's that. If he's really feeling Lori, he's going to be with her regardless of how anybody else feels about it. Now, the next point I wanted to make, for all of the sisters that are congratulating Mr. Michael B. Jordan for crossing over to the other side, I understand y'all reasons for feeling vindicated because there's so much negativity being surrounded about us. So it feels good to know for once that at least someone is seeing some of our worth and our potential, even if it's just for a moment. But keep in mind, Lori Harvey may have looked up and found a man that's willing to accept her with her whole facts record. Not saying she's really a hoe like that, I don't know. But that doesn't mean all of us as black women will experience that same fate. Okay? So we can be happy for Lori all we want. But the truth is, black men aren't going to stop seeking other women of other races outside of black women, and nothing is wrong with that. That is their choice. I'm not hating on anybody who chooses to date outside of their race. So, you know, I could understand black women want to feel proud. They want to feel like they got a one up, but the truth is that's for Lori. That don't mean you are going to get that lucky, because you're not part of that industry. You're out here in the real world where men really don't value, too many black women like they used to. And that's because a lot of us have depreciated and value with our thought behavior, and the decisions that we have made that has really depreciate our value. My overall point is, nobody really needs to get up in arms about this Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey so-called dating, because it's way too early to even know how the relationship is going to go. You know, um, y'all all should know by now these Hollywood relationships change quicker than rollback prices at Walmart. It may be hot and heavy right now, but if there's no real chemistry or connection there, the steam is going to wear off. Then some of the sisters had an issue with the Bachelor reality show when the man voted two sisters off. And I'm like, reality shows, especially these days, are so scripted. It's not real. I don't get hype off of these dating shows. Flavor of Love, I remember when I used to watch all that mess. It was all scripted. Nobody on there was looking for love. It was all about exposure. And that's how it is these days. The people on these shows aren't looking for love. They're looking for exposure. Most of these couples that meet through reality shows never stay together, because once the cameras stop rolling, you both have to deal with the reality. So sisters need to stop getting in their feelings with these reality shows. I don't care if there's 50 women on the show and he eliminates all 49 black women to be with that one white woman. It's all for ratings for me. Some of it is real, but in most cases it's not. Real love doesn't have to be showcased all of the time. With that being said, black women and black men don't need to be so quick to rejoice when one who they so severely respect decides to date outside of their race. Note to men, brothers in the industry that are choosing to date non-colored women doesn't validate your points that all black women aren't worth seeking for. Your narratives aren't making too many of these men change their mind about black women, no matter how much you don't see any value in black women. Note to sisters, to the black women, just because a brother has left Melrose Place and decided to date a sister, it doesn't guarantee that he may still discover that being with a black woman is not the best decision for him. On that note, everyone just needs to chill and see where this relationship is going to land before we start revoking high value men license and promoting black women that have taken a black man from a sunken place. Most Hollywood relationships, regardless of race or color, are rarely successful. It just depends on the two individuals if they're going to be willing to put in the work. So that is my intake on Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey's relationship. I both wish them the best. Black love is so hard to find. So if they do find a way to beat the odds, that'll be really shocking. Because black men and black women, we've made it very clear that we really don't have any respect for one another, and we really don't value each other. That's why I really respect these old school couples like Denzel Washington and his wife Paletta. Samuel L. Jackson has been with his black wife for years. That's why I like these old school couples that have been together married for 30, 40 something years. Even Viola Davis, they don't believe in outsiders having a say so on who they should or shouldn't be with. Which brings me to my next point before I get ready to shut it down. I'm going to be uploading content very soon called the bitter pill knowledge. It's people who have already certified themselves as being red pill knowledge. You got your pink pill knowledge, women who have certified themselves to be knowledgeable and giving black women knowledge. I heard of blue pill, I heard of black pill, I don't know, so many goddamn pills. I'm no pharmaceutical, I don't know. But what I do know, there's a definitely a pill called the bitter pill that is existing amongst a lot of black men and a lot of black women that have um, become content creators. And the problem I have, and this is, my new concept that I've come up with called the bitter pill knowledge. It's a lot of black men that are content creators, and there's a lot of black women that are content creators in the black YouTube sector that are giving knowledge. They're giving knowledge. They're giving advice. They're giving information. And they're basically teaching others from a bitter standpoint. It's a lot of that going on. A lot of black content creators, and when I say black, I'm talking about black women and black men. They are dispersing bitter pill knowledge. They're giving knowledge from a negative standpoint based on their own personal negative experiences with the opposite sex. It's a lot of bitter pill knowledge going on in the black YouTube sector, but they want to call it truth. If a black woman is up here giving content on her platform where she's promoting the majority of her content that bashes black men, I call it black male bashing content, BMB. There's a lot of sisters that are up here promoting negative content against black men, and they're giving their advice from their own personal negative encounters. Just because they did not have the best of luck with black men, they feel they are qualified to tell other black women that they don't need to be dating black men. They don't need to be having children from black men. They don't need to be married to black men. And again, this all derives from bitter pill knowledge. You are only sharing your knowledge from a bitter, broken place because you, not always the men you chose, not always the men who chose you, but the men that you chose, because you did not make the best of decisions, and who you chose to be with, who you chose to have children from, who you chose to claim as your man. Now you want to go around here promoting all this content from a bitter, broken place that black men aren't this and black men aren't that. Or you want to promote swirling. You want to tell other sisters you need to date white men outside your race. And that's fine. Because black brothers do it all the time. Black men are telling other black men, expand your options. You don't need to just be dealing with just black women. Learn other races of other women. So I get it. You have people on YouTube that promote that. But my problem is not what you're promoting, is your motives behind it and your reasoning. And it has everything to do with you have already given up on black men because you have not had the best of experiences. And some of it is based on the decisions you caused. Because let's face it, not all black men are dogs or are low value or pookies and ray rays. You have some of us as black women, we opt for these type of guys and then get mad thinking we could change them and transition a low level beta male into a high value alpha male. And you discover that you basically played yourself investing into a man who really had no intentions on being bigger than, no more than what he is. And that's the same thing I would say about some of these brothers out here. It's a lot of these black male content creators, and I'm not going to say any names or anything, but they have basically thrown in the towel with black women. And I don't knock that. I don't hate any of them. I listen to a lot of their content because, like I said, a lot of their things, at first, I really didn't see nothing wrong with a lot of things that some of the black women were doing. But as I started listening more and more to some of these guys that was speaking on it, I'm like, well, damn, he's right. A lot of black women, we do be doing stuff like that, So I can't say that these black men who do share their knowledge about black men, black women are 100% that they don't know what they're talking about, because they deal with black women, so I'm not a black man, so I can't say how black men or how they can deal with black women or not. You know what I'm saying? I've never been with a black woman, not on that level anyway, but I would say that um the bitterness is something that a lot of people act like it's only a woman's problem. When we hear the word bitterness, we automatically want to relate it to women, as if you got some brothers out here who ain't bitter. Now, I have spoken to some brothers and I've asked them, because I wanted to learn from other black men. Are there some bitter black men out here? I done had a lot of guys tell me, a lot of black men tell me, yes, there are some bitter black men out here. There are some scorned black men out here who have been did in by black women, who have been betrayed by black women, who have consistently been rejected by black women. And because of that, now they have programmed themselves to feel a certain way about black women, and they are comfortable because that has become their defense mechanism. They feel like if they give a black woman any type of good credit, that basically is taken away from their credibility as a black man. So you have a lot of these guys out here that's supposedly dating coaches, but they're giving advice from a bitter standpoint, because they were not the prime catch to most black women. They haven't. A lot of black women have not found them attractive because they're too short, or they feel like some black men are too feminine, or they feel like some black men are only suitable for non-colored women. You have a lot of black men who won't admit it, but they do give a lot of content from a bitter place, because again, they've had experienced too much rejection from black women. So this is their time to use their platform as a vengeance to get back at all the black women who rejected them, all the black women who would not accept them, by preaching and coaching to other black men: stay away from black women, don't acknowledge black women, or if they do give black women a space in their platform, it's only to make a mockery out of them, to torment them, and that is their way of getting even, due to the fact that they may have gotten did in by a lot of other sisters before they even became content creators, and they're still holding those grudges. Just like you got black women that want to hold grudges against all black men because her baby daddy Pookie disappointed her or abandoned her, neglected her. Now she wants to go around here preaching to all black women about all the Pookies and Ray Rays. And really, like I stated, it is both black women and both black men that are doing it. They are giving information to other black men and black women who are really seeking love, who are really seeking knowledge, and really seeking wisdom. They are giving out their wisdom and knowledge from a bitter place. And because of that, that is why I have come up with the concept of the bitter pill knowledge. It's too many of black women and black men sharing knowledge from a bitter pill place, but they want to call it truth. It's truth. And if you can't handle truth, then basically that's because you're in denial, or that's because you lack wisdom or intelligence, because you're not willing to co-sign and adopt all of their theories. You're not always praising them and amening them every time they got something to say. And then you have those subscribers who are so quick to rejoice when content creators are dogging the opposite sex. You have black men that celebrate other black men who are always dogging sisters, and you got black women who are always celebrating other black women who are always dogging men. All this just comes from is it's a lot of us in pain, and we feel vindicated when we see the opposite sexes dogging one another. And it's like, yes, yes, somebody agrees with me. I had black women dog me, so I'm glad there's a brother up there that are dogging black women and saying black women are average and black women are inferior. Kudos to him. I'm glad somebody putting these sisters in check, and basically because he's agreeing, because he's hurt based on the fact of how black women have done him or how black women have rejected him. And the same thing with a lot of these sisters. They love to praise and give all the accolades to all of the black women that dog black men, because that makes them feel good. Like, yes, I'm glad there's a sister going in on these black men out here, because I done had so many black men mistreat me. So I'm glad that there's some sisters out here who's going in on these brothers. But I'm going to save that, so y'all get ready for my content that I'm going to be uploading soon, called Bitter Pill Knowledge, where you have black female and black male content creators giving knowledge from a bitter, broken place. So anyway, y'all, before y'all leave, please make sure y'all hit that thumb up. Leave y'all comment below. Let me know what y'all think about this Michael B. Jordan, Lori Harvey thing. What is y'all intake? Do y'all even think the relationship gonna last? What makes you think that so many black men are against Michael B. Jordan being with Lori Harvey, and why do you think so many sisters all of a sudden are praising and want to give him all of these kudos now because he has went from Lauren to Lori? So I want to get y'all opinion on this. Plus, with this new bitter pill knowledge concept I got coming up, I also would like to get y'all opinion on that. Do y'all really think it's some black content creators that are giving knowledge from a bitter, broken place? So anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. It is your diva in knowledge, Lady Mocha, representing Mocha's Cafe de Paris, where I'm always gonna serve you wisdom, knowledge, and spiritual awareness. Ladies, I at least want to get up to 100 subscribers, because I'm ready to give y'all some content from a woman's perspective. That's going to be our own personal space for women. Y'all have to subscribe to that Mocha's Ladies Lounge. I need y'all to start subscribing over there, because some things I want to talk to y'all about that I can't discuss here in this particular channel, because this is my balanced channel here. So ladies, please, if you haven't already, sign up for Mocha's Ladies Lounge, subscribe to that channel. So anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get ready to shut it down. Y'all be blessed and take care. Bye.